When you first get a brand new digital SLR, it's really tempting to pull it straight out of the box and start shooting. But before you do, here are a couple of tips on how to best set up your SLR for beginner users. I'm Lexi Savides for CNET. First up, attach a camera strap. It sounds really boring and really simple, but a lot of people don't actually know how to do it. Here's how.
Make sure your strap is flat like this. Then thread the end through the camera loop from underneath. Pull the end through the sleeve and thread through the buckle. Make sure everything is pulled tight and then repeat on the other side.
Once you have your strap on, you're going to want to fully charge your battery and insert it into your SLR. Next, it's time to turn things on and start adjusting all the settings. You'll definitely want to set up your time and date zone correctly, because when you start to import your images and catalog them, it's going to be a lot easier to organize them by date once you have this set correctly in the camera. Next up, you need to make sure that all your shooting settings are exactly the way you like them. I like to make sure that the image quality setting that I'm shooting on is either RAW and JPEG, or just a high quality JPEG, or the RAW file itself. To find this option, you'll need to go into your camera menus and search until you find an image quality setting. Finally, it's a really good habit to get into to start using your LCD screen to your advantage. For example, when you're in playback mode, use the magnifying glass button on the back of your SLR to zoom into your image. This is where you can check finer aspects like your detail and your focus of images. Plus, there is a really useful button on the back of your camera. It's usually labeled as info or display. By pressing this, when you're in playback mode, you can get access to a whole bunch of useful information like your histogram, your metering modes, and checking your exposure as well. So these have been a couple of quick, simple tips on how to set up your SLR for beginners. Make sure to check out heaps more tips over at CNET.